Quick stop in Marathon as we made our journey to the Key West Songwriters Festival.
And I plan to sing a little, play a little. Gotta finish a couple tunes and I'll be set. We're on the longest bridge in America, 7 miles. It was the only way to get from Marathon to Key West until they built that train bridge was the only way to get there. And then they built this one. That's what, oh my God, get a picture of it. It's so long. It goes on forever. By y'all wire. Should be interesting.
I was pretty excited about getting to the hotel and checking out the scenery, but I only had 30 minutes to get ready before the opening day reception.
They get me in the pretty flowers. In a little bit of time, we went and checked out the hotel rooms. The bird pooped on the seat. Did you see me chasing the rooster?
When I arrived, I went right to work. I had a chance to catch up with Chuck Hannon and Scotty Emmerich, two of Nashville's premier writers. Chuck told me how he'd been writing his entire life and how he'd written songs for Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson, and Toby Keith, just to name a few. While Scotty told me all about his show in Germany with Toby Keith, For the Troops. The night rolled on as artists and songwriters took over several of the clubs up and down Duval Street.
All right, we are going to the Pier House right now to go see Lee Brice and a couple other artists. Hopefully we'll get some interviews and we're getting used to that.
All right, I'm Jonalee White here at the Key West Songwriters Festival in Key West, Florida, listening to some good tunes here at the Pier House. Carolyn Dawn Johnson and Lee Brice are playing. It was so refreshing to sit and listen to some of country music's greatest songwriters. All right, I'm here with Mr. Lee Brice. How you doing tonight?
I am wonderful. We're in Key West having a great time with a lot of fellow singer-songwriters, so it's always a good time here.
So you're a singer and a songwriter living in Nashville. What got you to where you're at right now?
You know, there's a lot of stuff, and you know, I was telling somebody earlier tonight, a big part of having any success as a songwriter or a singer or an artist in a town is something like this, where you get to meet the writers, the producers, whoever in this kind of situation. You hang out, you have a good time, and you go, hey, I'm your buddy, I'm your friend, I'm a writer. Oh, really? Let's write. Let's hang out. A lot of the stuff, the success comes from networking. It comes from
connections. Those connections.
And, you know, there's a lot of talented people in this world, and I think the lucky ones are the ones that figure out that you go hang out and you meet the good songwriters and you hang out with them. And I've been in Nashville for about 7 years now and had a couple of singles out as an artist, and then I've had a couple singles out as a writer that I wrote for other people.
Who are some of the who are some of the people you wrote for?
Well, Garth Brooks just recorded a song called More Than a Memory that I wrote, and it was huge, and it changed my life. It was a big life-changing thing for me, and so I'm just out on the road now hanging, and so this is something I've been doing since I was nothing but a writer, and I will continue to do it, you know, as long as I can.
Which do you like better, writing or actually performing and singing and getting up there on stage? Is that bad?
Apples and oranges. I mean, it's like, you know, my favorite is when I get both. When I get to write a song and then perform it, like my last single did the same thing. So that's
Happy Endings.
Happy Endings.
I loved that song. It came out on CDX, the same CDX that my song came out on, and it was my favorite song off the whole CD.
Well, thank you so much, darling.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I love both. I mean, they're both a big passion of mine. So.
So what does a writer do? Give me a typical day in a writer's life.
Writer's life. Well, a normal writer's life. If you're in Nashville, you wake up, you go hang out, you talk, you write a little. You maybe start something, you maybe not. Maybe you write a whole song, you don't know. You break for lunch, you go hang out. Then you go to some showcase that afternoon in Nashville, because there's always somebody new coming out. You want to go check them out. You might see something that you'll never forget. And you know, it's very loose because you can't box in art that much. You know, you can try and you work hard, but you never know what the day is going to be like, honestly.
And you never know where you're going to be inspired.
That's right. That's right. It can be a lot of inspiration here. You never know.
I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep a wink from all that excitement. And that dang rooster outside my window.
I'm way out there with leather chaps and all.
As I made my way back to the bed and breakfast, I came across a new friend, a fellow CSAC writer, Brian White. Brian's song Watching You, sung by Rodney Atkins, had just been nominated as ACM's Song of the Year.
I'll be back to see you later.
Well, this about wraps up the night. See you on the next episode where I'll bring you more great songwriters from Key West, Florida, right here on y'allwire.com.